we can see that all our pages use the same header and footer, so it makes no sense to kind of duplicate this information on every page, to re-implement it separately on every page, on every template. So what we will do is we will include them in the master page. And then all other templates will inherit this information. Master page divides the page into three parts. One is the header, and then it's the main content and the footer. By default, everything inside the body element will be the site content, and then everything above it will go into the header, and then everything below it will go into the footer. But here we want to include the navigation and the footer into the master page. So what we will do is, let's collapse this to make the structure easier to see. So we will say, okay, our main element will be the site content. And let's go down into the site category, and here we have site content action. And we click it, and here we have the main is the site content. And if we now export the page, I just saved it, Command S, and this does the quick export of the current page. Let's go back here, and if we now check the index, it doesn't anymore contain the navigation and the footer. And if we check the header, we see that the navigation is now part of the header, and our footer element is now part of the footer PHP. And now with site content set, let's go to single product. And this is where we will continue our course by implementing the hardest part of a WooCommerce store, and that is like the single product view with custom add to cart section, price information, rating, related product, upsells. So, but first we have to also set up the site content here, because we changed it on the master page. So we have to do it here as well, but first we have to set up how this page is exported into WordPress. So click Page Settings, and now we will export this page. Scroll down. We can type anything we want, any template name, but here we have kind of useful presets. So we will export this as a WooCommerce single product template. And that template is used to display a single product in WooCommerce. And to save the space on our screen, let's double click on the project icon to collapse the panel. So now we have more space available. And what we have to do also is click on main and tell Pango that this is the site content, so that everything that comes above it will be replaced by the content of the master page, and everything that comes kind of below it, the footer, will be again replaced by the content of the master page. And that means by the header and footer as defined on the master page. Because single product, let's just go up here, you see it is using the default master page of the project, and that is index.html. Okay, let's export the project and see what happens if we If we open a product, okay, the URL kind of works and we see our single product displayed, but all this information, it's still just HTML. No dynamic information here. But we will quickly change this in the next steps.